But is there any evidence that we have known this in our early days? Yes. You can see here an Indus Valley scale. This was obtained from Indus Valley excavation, where the scale shows these divisions very correctly. And if you do this on a uh, musical scale, that also is the same. Actually, the 256 kampana each, that is 16 into 16, which is used by the Indus Valley people. You are dividing that as just as Madhava series. That was done even in the Indus Valley series. So from Indus Valley up to Madhava, the mathematician, it is the same scale that has been used both in astronomy and in music. This is the scale that is used in Panjari also. This is the scale used in Melagartha Raga also. This is the scale used in the Indus Valley civilization. So this is there from time immemorial in India. And this one, you can see some small beads with the same divisions on their, etched on their surface. These divisions are given in the same proportion. And here you can see the mathematical arithmetical language of the ancient Tamils. Here also you can see some of the signs used by the Indus Valley people. So the mathematics of the ancient Tamil and the mathematics of the Indus Valley people are the same. The mathematics they use for weights and measures, the mathematics they used for their Vastu, Shilpa, the town planning, the mathematics they used for their astronomy and for their music, all were the same. And we are only inheriting that thing. We are not finding out anything new. We are just carrying out the same old mathematics, but in a old wine in a new bottle. That's all. And this is another scale. Actually, with this scale, you can measure the angle from a star. From the observer's eye, you can measure correctly, and this scale was found out from Lothal excavation. You know where Lothal is. Lothal is in the Brigugacha part where the Brigus were living. That is the Gujarat area. From there, they could excavate this scale with which correct angle could be measured. So both astronomy and music and the measurements were there from time immemorial. Here you can see the Doppler effect, and here I have shown just the arrangement of the stars as seen from the Earth, just to show that the astronomical part of it. And the same thing, when you draw into a square, it will look like this is the Rashi Chakra which we draw for our horoscope, but it is not a thing for making predictions alone. It is just a picture of the heavens at a particular moment when you were born. That is it's an event, no? It is an event. At that time, what was the event horizon like? What was the picture of the skies at a single short, small moment? This is all going on, changing. This Chandra, the Graha are revolving. At one particular point, what was their point? Instead of drawing that on a figure, as we saw in the previous picture, they draw it on a square with 12 rashis, each containing 30 degrees, where each planet was. And this is actually an astronomical clock or a stellar clock. A stellar clock, because here it is the stars which make the 27 stars which make the periphery of the clock with which we measure the time. 12 Rashi, just like the 1 to 12 we use on our watch also, the same thing. But each is divided into so many nakshatra vyuha in the cosmic clock. So this is a cosmic clock on which that time is just recorded. At that time, when you were born, at that event, what was the sky like? That picture is drawn, that's all. So it's not a simple thing. And here I have shown a few figures in which this is a yogi sitting and meditating, and these are the chakras associated with Kundalini, and these chakras are associated with, this Muladhara, Swadhisthana, then Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Atna, and those Sahasrara is everything. Sahasrara everything. So each one is associated with a particular organ or an organ system. So these are nerve plexuses. These chakras or padmas are nerve plexuses from which nerves leave to the organs, and from the organs the nerves and the vessels also come to the central part. So these, if you know these areas and the chakras, and then you make a cosmic clock with the same chakra, because our body is only a small unit of the entire cosmos. We make the same on the cosmic clock. It will be easier for you to understand how the astronomy and Ayurveda are related to each other. That's the sky. This is the north, and this is the west. You can see the Mercury, the Jupiter, the Saturn, and the Guru, the moon as if a mala, as a this area. You can see a big garland of this. The very bright one is Jupiter, and nearby Saturn. Now, these things are seen as a mala towards the western sky here. That is when the sun is about to set. This is the east. This part is the east. This is the west. In the western sky, you are seeing this. Where is this? Seeing this is this part is this. This one is Arcturus. Arcturus is Jyoti. Jyoti Nakshatra, Swati Nakshatra. So this is the western sky, very near to when the Swati is almost in the middle, that area. This is Vega. Vega is near the Dhanishta. So in this way you can actually, and this one here you can see the Procyon. Procyon is the messenger star. Pollux. Here you can see Pollux. What is Pollux? Pollux is the Punarvasu Tara, the two twin taras of Punarvasu. Punarvasu is my birth star also. So this particular moment, Punarvasu is towards the western sky, and this is Procyon, the messenger star. And here you are getting a garland of planets. All the planets are arranged as if in a beautiful garland around the neck of the god. The Yaduvallabhahara, I will call it. That Yaduvallabhahara is seen near the Pollux in this particular thing. Now here also, just to show the cyclical ritus, the seasons, the seasonal clock of India, then how it is related to our body, to our spiral, that is the DNA, spiral DNA, like a spiral, like two serpents, like intertwining serpents, which you call the Kundalini. It's also the symbol of the modern medicine as well. And here you can see the Kundalini here, the white light is coming down from here to the Sahasrara. Then when it enters here, it becomes the violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and at the Muladhara, towards the lowest part, it has become the red one. So from the white, the 7 colors are being made in our own body through the Kundalini. And these chakra have got, musically speaking, you consider this Muladhara, that is this red as one. In the human body, the red is one. From below, you have to go up. So this is one, red is one, and the 7 is the white. When it comes from the cosmic downwards, it is the other way around. 1 is the white, or the 7th is the red. But from our body, 1 is this red in the Muladhara, and 7 is the white light above. So 2B and 2F, that is the orange, which is in the Swadhisthana area, 2B is on the left side, 2F on the right side in the Swadhisthana area. Then comes the yellow, that is in the Manipura. Manipura is the central part, our Nabhi. Nabhi area, it is the yellow color shown there. That one on the left side, it is 3B, and the right side, it is 3F. So 1, 2, 3, both B and F we have covered. B and F, you know, that is the term used for the musical scale. No? Then comes the green. Green, it is the Anahata, Hridaya Bhaga Anahata. There, it is 4B on the left side and 4F on the right side. Then comes the Vishuddhi. Vishuddhi is bluish, indigo and blue both, the Krishna part of it. And that one is 5B on the left side and 5F on the right side here. The organs are divided like that according to the plexus and according to the Vama and the China. This is how the Melagartha Raga also is divided. That's what I am coming to. And above that, towards the Agna, there is 6B towards the left and 6F towards the right. So, you know, one side is female, one side is male. What does it mean actually? The B and F only. That's all. And that is what the male and female means. And these two are arranged on either side and it is moving like this. It is not going in a single way. F flows like this like this only. Just like that DNA figure going on in a spiral way. It reaches the entire Sahasrara and produces that prajna, that white light there. So we are a prism. Through our prism, the cosmic energy flows and produces all these things. Then through this prism itself, if you keep a second prism, a Guru and Shishya together, it will go up again. That is what we have to understand by that. And this is a picture of the Swara. You know, the Swara is, according to Ayurveda, Swara is both Dravya and Adravya. Adravya because you cannot measure the Swara with a physical scale. But you can measure it. How you can measure it? You can measure, you know, to measure any Dravya, you need a scale. There should be a length, there should be a height. If there is a length, height and weight and all these things, there should be a volume as well. No? How do you measure a Swara? By the length you can measure. No? Saying Sa and Sa. If Sa is here, Sa, it has to be the other side. So you can measure up to which length you can go. You can measure, but not with a physical scale. But you can measure with your brain and ear. Similarly, from the mandra is the 0 point here. From the, you can say Adi Mandra. From the Adi Mandra, the height will go up to the Aditara level. You can go from the Adi Mandra to Aditara, that is the height. And if you know that height like this, if this is height and this is the length, if you know these two things, naturally there should be, between this height and this length, there should be some volume, no? Just like a room, there is a height and there is a length, there is a volume for the room. Similarly, if you know the length of the Swara used and the height of the pitch used, you can measure the volume of the Swara. In that sense, Swara behaves like a Dravya. But actually it is not a Dravya, it is an Adravya. So both, Swara has got the quality of the Brahma. Both, Brahma is both Vyakta and Avyakta. It is both Sayana and Nirayana, like that. No? Similarly, here it is both Dravya and Adravya. So that is Swara. Then this is the picture of the Kundalini. You can see the two serpents, intertwining serpents. And then you can also see the 72 Melagartha Ragas arranged according to the cycles. Now these things the lecture I am giving now, I will send the PDF to you, to the students later on, so that you can hear this lecture and see the PDF together, so that it will be easier for you. Okay. Now, this is the picture that I have made specially because here I have included both the North Indian as well as the South Indian methods of healing techniques. This is based on the astronomical cycles. As I said in the earlier thing, it depends upon the cosmic cycle. We will take from the Ritu. There are 6 Ritu ragas in music. Those Ritu ragas, Vasanta with Vasanta Ritu, like that. Sri Raga with Grishma Ritu, Mallari with Varsha Ritu, Kannada Raga with Sarat Ritu, then Sindala or Indola also, with Hemanta Ritu, then Malava Raga with Shishira Ritu. These are the 6 ragas that we use for 6 Ritus or seasons. That is the cycle of the Ritu. You use 6 ragas. For each Ritu, 1 raga, like that. Then behind that, inside that, there is the 24-hour cycle. 24-hour cycle of Samaya Raga for the North Indian music. Each 24-hour is divided into 3 groups of 8 hours each. Praharas, they call it Prahara. 3 groups of each, and for each there are morning ragas, evening ragas. Actually, the Sandhya ragas only differ. The others are actually the what we give for the Madhyana is the same type of raga which we give for the midnight. It is the Sandhya ragas which have got some Rigathani balancing is there. So that type of Sandhya raga I have included here. Then inside you can also see the Melagartha Raga Chakra and the Ayurveda Chakra. Melagartha Raga Chakra, starting from Indu Chakra up to Ritu Chakra, there are 12 chakras for Mela Chakra Raga. Whereas for the body chakra, you have got only 6 of them. From Mooladhara to Ajna, 6 of them only. Sahasrara contains all the things. So these 6 and these 12 are because of the left and right difference only. These things, when you see that Melagartha Raga chart, which the book I have given to you, now when you see this picture as well as the book together, keep both these things together, then you will be able to understand it properly. Okay. That is something which Pranam to Uttaradan Tirunal, who gave me a Punaskar at Trivandrum years back. And some musical and astronomical events in my life. Here you can see the Amrita Institute people with our Sudha Sindhu release, and here it is the book release of my astronomy book. The Upanishad book was released by Yeshudas, the astronomy book was released by Sukumara Code in early 90s. And the book was received by Purandarananda Swami in the Upanishad book was received by Purandarananda Swami. The astronomy book was received by my guru in Jyotisha, Edappal Shulapani Vaidya. So these are 2 events, very important events in my life I just wrote. Then here you can see the series of Sri Chakra. A big Sri Chakra here, it goes on decreasing in size like this. Now series. Now the series of 13 different octaves we use. Each octave is exactly twice or half of the frequency before or after it. That is how we use the octave. Different sizes of Sri Yantra. Also, the extremely small one will be having the high pitch, and the extremely large one will be having a deep pitch. Sound actually tracks. It's a powerful tool. Sound is a powerful tool for reaching the deeper states of consciousness in meditation. Just as you use these three chakras, you can use the sound as a tool for meditation, getting the concentration, meditation. And the yogic experiments with mathematics, with sound waves, with dreams, with visualization of the superconscious states, which we now call the visual imagery in music therapy. The Westerns call it visual imagery. It's actually visualization of your superconscious states. Now, all these things are taken care of in a music therapy program. So, this is how we have to integrate Ayurveda, music, cosmology, and astronomy, astrophysics, mathematics, Ayurveda, and modern medicine, the different organs, that everything has to be integrated. The indigenous medicine as well as the modern medicine has to go hand in hand, and this could not be separated as different disciplines. We have to utilize all these available sources, integrate them, the best parts in them, and thus you have to get a physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual health. Only if you do this, you can impart this to others, to the clients, to the students, to the people who come to you with numerous problems. For problem solving using music therapy, you have to know how to integrate these things. That's a basic thing.